Well, Steve, here I am again, and I hope we can maintain more or less constant audio level on this one. I'm trying again. I'm not going to go back and erase the other one, but I'll try to do a second riff on sort of the same theme here about transclusion. But assuming that I do have an accurate grasp on what Ted Nelson meant and what your Notion guy, forget his name, so eloquently touched upon in the link you sent me, is that trans. I don't think there's much hope of there being a lot of wide interest in this concept. Although Notion people think there's enough for them to devote significant time in that. And maybe eventually it will become something that enriches humanity. Oh, by the way, yes, humanity is this huge creature that lives in the waters down around in the Florida area, I think. But anyhow, very little chance of humanity grasping this, or people in general, animals, and all sorts of other creatures. But speaking of creatures, I do not know where Sakura went. But it is really a fantastic concept when you think about it, is that you can take something, and I propose that we use the concept of significance as our, as the node. But you can see that just planetarily speaking, or us on our planet, for example, if you consider ourselves as being nodes in humanity, we are constantly changing. I mean, we are on our way to death, and I would contend also beyond that to eternal life. But whatever one's position on all of that, we are undoubtedly constantly changing thousands, millions, billions of different ways within ourselves all the time. And every once in a while something goes wrong, and then things go sideways, and then people come down with cancer, cancer overtakes people. But we kind of consider ourselves static, and that is a very useful, although at times very dangerous, very dangerous upside to constant definitions, or excluding the concept of transclusion when it comes to human beings, that or any particular concept like significance, is that it's kind of like the gravitational influences on us as we're on a planet that we're constantly changing. Our planet is constantly changing. Well, we are constantly, almost constantly, except for me when I go take my siesta, changing my place on the planet, which when I change my place on the planet, and the planet revolves around its axis, and then the whole planetary thing is revolving around the sun, and then the whole solar system is moving through the galaxy, and the whole galaxy is hurtling through the universe. The resolution of all the forces, particularly all gravitational forces, on any particular part of my body at any particular microsecond is different from the next microsecond, but not enough to make me fall off the planet into space. Falling down or falling up. Yes, falling up. So, which means that our language, the English language, is not totally redundant in that, in some cases, one can fall up. But heretofore, before space travel and all that, the zero-G concept, saying to fall down was redundant. It was linguistic redundancy, some would say, but it turns out it really isn't. But back in the day, people say, where else would you fall but down? Well, guess what? You can fall up. You can also screw up, but I don't know if you'd screw down. But that's another another thing to do when the storm hits. You want to batten down the hatches and screw down the plywood on your windows. But anyhow, I think it's a very useful concept, and getting any type of mass interest in this as a species, I don't think it's going to happen. But then, hey, like what's his name said, 1,000. Kevin, whatever his name is, Kevin something or another, I think, wrote, 1,000 true believers or 1,000 true, 1,000 true fans. 1,000 true believers is what Muhammad was after, I think, because he got more than that. So anyhow, I hope this is useful. I hope the volume is a little bit better on this one than it was before, and so we can close out. There's my nice exercise bike, my little home gym, etc. And we will close out again with Sophie's fullerene, a C60 molecule model, partially destroyed by a crazy kitten. Bye.